Hey, how you doing? So in this video, we're going to learn how to export your notes from Google Keep to standard notes. Hey, welcome to the De-Googled Life, where we take your privacy very honestly and give you how-to tutorials on how to get your life de-Googled. So if you're ready for this tutorial, let's begin. Hey, so in the previous video, we did a tutorial on how to import your YouTube subscriptions data into NewPipe or SkyTube. And in that nature, we're also going to go ahead and tell you how to use Google Takeout in order to export your Google Keep notes into a product that I had in my list of entry-level cost to de-Google in 2025 video. So standard notes is a great encrypted product that is very useful, and it's free and usable for very typical things that you use your Google Keep notes for. Now, standard notes does have a paid subscription, but that's another video that we're going to do in order to do a deep dive into how to use standard notes. But let's begin. We're tired of Google Keep. We are tired of Google using our data and using it to train their AI algorithms, using it to find information about us, notes that were supposed to be personal to us. They're using those things in order to profile us, in order to pitch more content and marketing material to us, and they know us intimately. We don't want that. If you're on this channel, you definitely don't want that. So I got a few notes here in my dummy account of Google Keep, and what I want to do is export that out. Now, the hardware is obviously going to be, you click, you copy, you import that into your standard notes, and it just becomes a very burdensome process if you're going to do it that way. But what we're going to do is not even touch Google Keep whatsoever. We just know that we have our own notes over here, and what we're going to do is going to go to Google Takeout and take it away from there. Now, in the previous video, we used Google Takeout for exporting our YouTube subscriptions. This time, we're going to use Google Takeout in order to export our Google Keep notes. So let's go to takeout.google.com. All right, once we enter it in. Now, what we're going to do is deselect everything and Command F it. We're going to search for Google Keep. Click this check mark on Google Keep and scroll down and go to the next step. Now, again, Google does this thing, how you want your stuff to be delivered as. We're going to send it to our emails and create export. It's going to do its thing. It's going to take, it might take 24 hours or whatever, but this is a very small file. It's going to go into our email very quick. And there you go. Google data is ready to download. We're going to click on that email. We're going to download our files. All right, let's enter our password. Cool. As soon as you click download, it downloads it either into your default downloads file, or you're going to see a window that pops up so you can download it into whatever directory that you want it to. Okay, so once you have downloaded that file, you're going to go ahead and extract it, and it's going to give you the archive browser.html, and it's going to give you all of your notes that we had here in HTML and JSON files. So here's what we are going to do. Let's jump right into our standard notes account. Now, if you haven't created a standard notes account, you can go to standardnotes.com, get your free account going for you, and once you have it, there you have it. It's a blank, clear slate. You can already start creating your own notes, do whatever. But what we're going to do is first, let's zoom this closer so you can see this icon a little better. We're going to click on the user icon right here, and we're going to click import. Now, when we import, we obviously want to import our Google Keep file, and we're going to click Google Keep, and this is our takeout file. All right, what we want is to select all of the HTML files only. Now, if you're using the Mac, you can change your viewer types by clicking Command 1, Command 2, Command 3. Now, the view that we want is Command 2, the list view. Now, if your stuff is selected alphabetically, we don't want to be sitting here and clicking each individual file. What we want to do is select by kind, okay? And then what we're going to do is click the first HTML file to scroll down to the very last, in this case, my borscht recipe. Hold Shift and click all of them. Now, you have all the HTML files selected, and we're going to click Open. What it's going to do is gives you this interface. I don't know what any of this stuff mean, but we'll just click import. Once we clicked import, well, guess what? All of our notes that we had in our Google Keep are now inside our standard notes file. From here on, it creates its own tag for all of these notes, imported on January 7, 2025 at 12:27 p.m. Whatever. What we want to do is get rid of that tag, or if you want to keep that tag and then reorganize all this stuff later. If you already had some notes in standard notes, then you might as well keep that tag on there. But what I generally do is then I go in through all the files. It could be a few, it could be many. It's best to then organize it by categories. Now you can see like the grocery list. This used to be checkboxes on Google Keep. Now, if you want checkboxes on standard notes, you'd want to unlock the features and get the productivity or professional package. I would wait till a holiday happens where they give you that stuff on special, or company's birthday, whatever. There's specials that come up every now and then. But I don't really use it. I still find the free version of standard notes to be very, very useful, despite that it doesn't have my checkboxes. Now, to show you what checkboxes look like, I'm just going to go to my own standard notes account, standardnotes.com. All right, go to web app. This is my personal standard notes account. Now, some of the stuff you can see is imported from May 22nd of 2024 at 5:47 p.m. when I made the move from Google Keep officially to standard notes. All the stuff is still in here, but if you want to see what some of these checkboxes look like, we can go ahead and do that. Let's just create a new note. And when we make checkboxes, this is what a checklist looks like. So let's do what we had in the other one. We had eggs, we had meat, we had veggies, we had fruit. I spelled fruit wrong. We can always change it. Fruit. We had, let's see, snacks. We had bread. And let's do candy. So once we click the checkbox, just like Google Keep, it checks the item and puts it down at the very bottom. What we can do is next time we go grocery shopping and we want those items again, we can uncheck it and it puts it back to the top. So in this case, everything is very convenient. What's very cool about this is that when you click off an item, unlike Google Keep, it actually gives you, 3 out of the 7 tasks are completed. So if you have a whole shopping list to do, you can always see what your total shopping cart looks like if you actually got all the stuff that you really needed. That's very cool. High advantage over Google Keep that they haven't really realized what the competitors are doing. As you can see, my user interface is a little bit different, and with your free account you have some of these free templates, but you can always click to a different option that's unlocked in your free account. I use the carbon template and I like it very much because it's dark themed and everything I have is dark themed. Now, if you go back to your own standard notes account, as you can see, we can go ahead and create a new note, and all of that syncs into our own cell phones. Now we have our cell phone logged in over here. Let's go to our standard notes. Now we can see once we signed in, we have our imported notes and we have the new notes. So here's our new note, syncs. Everything just works flawlessly, and that's what I love about standard notes, and all your stuff is nicely encrypted and you are good to go. One thing I want to note, and this is a completely different topic for another video. If you're using Viber for your communications, just like you would use Telegram, WhatsApp, or Signal, on your desktop app, Viber has ads. This is what you want to put in the terminal in order to get rid of those ads, because those are super annoying. Anyway, that's another video for another time, but I have that on my standard notes and I'm ready to go if I ever need to recall that information again. So thank you so much. I hope this video has been a pleasure and it's been very informative, and I hope so far you're having a very good new year. May the Lord bless you and keep you no matter what the situations in this world unfold like. That said, peace out everyone.